All right, everybody, welcome to JG9 Live. Hope you guys are ready to have a lot of fun tonight over the next 90 or so minutes. My name is JG9, and we are about to play a little bit of trivia now on the YouTube channel and on Reddit. I've been showing off my football knowledge to you guys, and now it's time to flip the tables and see what you guys said, because this is a game show unlike anything else out there. This game is going to put you guys in the driver's seat. You're going to have the opportunity to display your football knowledge and win cash prizes while doing so. Now, how the game works is like this. First off, you're going to need a Twitch account to play and win. If you don't have a Twitch account, you've got some time to sign up for one while I go over the rules and the format of the game. Also, you're going to have to follow me in order to win, because if you win the game and you're not following me, I can't send you private messages about the payment, so make sure that you hit that follow button down below. I should also know, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching on YouTube. This is a simulcast on YouTube, so if you do want to play and win the cash prize, you will want to head over to Twitch to do that. The only way to play and win is through Twitch, but you can absolutely watch it on YouTube if you so choose. So how the game works like this. We are going to play 4 preliminary rounds of multiple choice trivia. Each round will have 10 questions. Each question will have 4 possible answers. Your job is to pick the right one and click the right answer on your computer or your mobile device. You get points for answering correctly, but you lose points for an incorrect answer, so be smart about how fast you buzz in, or if you buzz in at all. Just keep that in mind. You get more points for answering fast. So if you answer the question in 2 seconds, your total increases significantly more than if you answer in 13 seconds. And you will have 15 seconds to answer each question. I know some people are thinking it, but there is no incentive whatsoever to looking up the answers online, since you're only slowing down yourself and you're significantly limiting the number of points that you can receive. Now, at the end of each round, whoever is the winner advances to the championship. You have to win the round to make it, win or go home. We're going to do this for 4 rounds, and assuming we have no duplicate winners or ties, we're going to have at least 4 players in the championship, 1 per round. But we do have room for a few more. And how are we getting any extra players, you may ask? Well, that is where the donations come into play. Now, before I go any further, I just want to emphasize this is a completely free game. You do not need to pay anything whatsoever to play or win the cash prize. But if you do want to pay, this could be of interest to you. Now, throughout the night, you can donate by clicking the donate button down below. It will direct you to a Streamlabs website. I will link that site right now in the chat. Whoever donates $20 or more automatically makes it to the final. Additionally, if you donate less than $20, you get to play in a play and knock around HQ trivia style, where the last one standing gets the final spot. So just keep that in mind. If you donate between $10 and $19, you get a special power-up, and how the power-up works is, as long as you come into the top 5 in any of the rounds, you also automatically make it to the final. So just keep that in mind. $20 or more gets you into the final automatically if you don't qualify via the preliminary rounds. Speaking of which, Michael Hodo with a $5. Thank you so much. Hey, GG, hope you're well, brother, along with the rest of JG fam. Grinding Grubhub tonight. As always, best of luck to the contestants. Frank be with you. Frank be with everyone on this blessed Wednesday. You didn't do the hump day thing. I'm disappointed, man. You didn't say guess what day it is. How am I supposed to know what day it is? Oh man, disappoint. Oh my god. Holy crap. Holy crap. Hang on. I have to pause. If you're on Twitch, you probably have no idea what's happening. Holy crap. Okay. If you're on Twitch, you have no idea what just happened. If you're on YouTube, you know why I just paused. Oh my god. Okay. I will figure out something. Holy crap. Okay, I gotta figure out something. Oh my god. Spencer, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, Spencer. What the? Okay. I can't thank you enough, man. Holy crap. Holy crap. What the actual? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. We're gonna change the logo for the streams this weekend. We're gonna put the logo on the stream this weekend. Someone just said what basically if you're watching on Twitch right now, there's a reason I stopped. Basically, someone on Twitch by the name of Spencer said, "I will pay you money to change your logo to JG9 420," and he just gave me $400. So we're doing that for the streams this week. We are doing that for the streams this week. I will create a logo that will be on every stream this week. With that, I will create a logo. I will figure something out. That is insane. That is insane. Spencer, you are amazing. I love you, man. Thank you so much. Holy cow. And Michael Loner with a tenner. Hey, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? It is hump day, all right. It is hump day. You know, this is legit. This is completely legit. Thank you for the tenner, Michael. Thank you for the tenner. Yeah, this is completely legit. This is completely legit. All right, so that's why I had to pause to see instructions for the moment. So, yeah, I'm doing streams for every game. And for every game this week, we will have a logo, a 69 420 logo, because keep the J, make the G look like 6, and add the 420 after that. I think that's what we're going to do. First time on a live we here. Thank you so much, Spencer. Yeah, we do. This is our trivia streams every Wednesday night, but we do the live streams for every playoff game, every game. We do Monday Night Q&A streams. This is just our weekly trivia stream. So apologies for the delay for everyone watching on Twitch. That was insanity. All right, I'm gonna keep going with the game as we have a 1069 donation from I believe it's Ranger Hanky with a 1069. I know that you play, so that's gonna increase the prize pool. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, guys, this is insanity. This is insanity to the stream so far. All right, thank you for the tenner. Thank you so much. I can see the power up. All right, so I totally forgot where I was in the instructions for this game. So let me figure this out. All right, so again, the 4 preliminary rounds. Winner moves on in each round. Donations get you into the final based on that. So thank you so much. And why don't have the fact you get a pass to get into the final if you don't qualify via the preliminary rounds? Well, that's because the winner of the 10-question multiple choice championship wins 50% of all the donations. The larger the pot, the more money you have a chance at winning. It all depends on how much gets donated. I'll update everything manually as it goes on. We'll have a 5-minute halftime break and an 8-minute break entering the final round. So while you can donate throughout the night if you want, you can donate during those times as well. But again, I want to emphasize this. This is a completely free game. You do not need to pay anything whatsoever to play or win the cash prize. There is no buy-in, nothing like that. You can donate nothing and still win the prize pool, but obviously the more money in the pool, the more money you have a chance at winning. Tonight, we've got $50.34 already in the pot, thanks to the donation from Ranger Hanky. So thank you so much. And holy cow. Okay, so with all that being said, as I load up the first quiz, and again, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. You can't play on YouTube, but you can watch on YouTube. But you won't be able to play or click the answer on the screen. Are there any questions in the chat about how the game works? I should note the game does not work on... it works on computer. I'm watching on my monitor right now. It works on mobile. It does not work on tablet. It does not work on TV. So if you want to play on a different device, if you want to play on tablet or TV, you might want to switch over to a different device right now. Also, if you are a first-time player, welcome to the stream. We do this every Wednesday night where we play live NFL trivia for cash prizes. I'm still in awe. I'm still just in genuine awe. I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. So, yeah, it works on phone. It works on computer. You should be seeing something on your screen that says Quiz Kit, opening kickoff, and there should be a clipboard of a trophy. If you cannot see that, please let me know. And on top of that, if you want the, or actually, if you're a first-time player, there should be something on the screen that says see your name on the leaderboard. Click on that box, and then click Grant Permission. Otherwise, I have no way of identifying who you are. Or click on the box on the right side of the screen that says Quiz Kit, and then click... Yeah, iPad's a tablet, yeah. iPad is considered a tablet. I don't know why it doesn't work on iPad. I don't know why. Quiz Kit, Manage Access, and then Grant Permission. It works on computer. It works on computer. So if you're on monitor, it will work. If you're on phone, you'll have to update to a newer version of Twitch. So you'll have to update to a newer version of Twitch if you're on phone. But it should work there. All right, this first round is called Opening Kickoff. It's how every game of JG9 Live starts. There's no central theme whatsoever to the questions. They can be about anything and everything relating to the NFL, so we're going to be going all over the place for this one. Before we start, can everyone see the quiz kit thing on their screen? There should be something on your screen. Again, if you're on YouTube, you can't see it. But if you're on Twitch, there should be something that says quiz kit, opening kickoff, and there should be a clip art of a trophy. If you cannot see that, please let me know. If you cannot see it, please let me know. Otherwise, we're going to start this game. Again, all you have to do is click the answer on the screen. And the faster you answer, the more points you get, or lose if you get it wrong. If you don't know it, you can skip it. Sometimes skipping is the best play. You don't get any points, but you don't lose any points either. Yeah, rest in peace to Deja. I saw the news yesterday. That was tragic. Absolutely heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking stuff. Way too young. Can't see it. Again, are you on computer? Are you on mobile? If you're on computer, you should be able to see. If you're on mobile, you should be able to see just updates to the latest version of the Twitch app. So, mobile. Yeah, make sure you update to a newer version of the app. And then we're going to start this game in just a bit. Again, we're going to do this for 4 preliminary rounds. The winner of each round makes it to the final automatically. If you want to make it to the final and you don't qualify via the preliminary rounds, you can qualify via donations. And then whoever wins the final amongst every eligible person wins that cash prize. I see quiz skip. I just chose a screen with purple dots. I'm gonna start the quiz and we'll see if anything pops up. And worst case, you can just refresh. Worst case, as you know, the scores reset at the end of each round. So if this is not your strongest round or something happens, don't worry. Everything resets back to 0 after this. And we do this a few more times. All right, we've got 60 people in this stream on Twitch. Let's get this spread, as Styles Clash says, and let's start this game. Question number 1. Let's get it. In the post-merger era, what's the only team to never make it to the conference championship round? Lions, Browns, Texans, or Jaguars? There's a reason I asked this question this week, because I have a feeling this might be the last time I'm ever able to ask this question. So let's just use it now as the, let's just use it now. Alright, the right answer here. Never made it to the conference championship. It's the Houston Texans. The Lions have made it. The Lions have made it. 1991. The Lions made it. The Lions made it in 1991. Okay, your iPhone 15 Pro Max. That's awesome. That's awesome. Question number 2. In 2007, the Giants went 3-1 against the AFC East in the regular season. The lone loss came against what team? Dolphins, Jets, Patriots, Bills. The only AFC East team that the Giants lost to in the 2007 regular season. And you don't need to know a lot about the Giants that season. Mainly one team that didn't lose a single regular season game. That was the Patriots. The Patriots didn't lose a single regular season game that season. If there are no playoff questions, there are always questions 3 through 5. There are always questions 3 through 5. Which, question number 3, let's do it. In their 24-23 win over the Rams in the 2023 wildcard, 3 Lions scored a touchdown. Who's the odd one out? The best game of the week, by far. David Montgomery, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, or Jahmyr Gibbs. I should note, we are live streaming every playoff game this week. We are doing Texans-Ravens. We are doing Packers-Niners. We are doing a post-game overtime after that. We are doing the Lions-Bucks, and we are doing the final game, Bills-Chiefs. And we're going to do it under a new logo for the streams for this weekend, the JG42069, because Spencer is amazing, and I love you, man. Amon-Ra St. Brown, thank you so much. Spencer, again, I really can't thank you. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the right answer here. He did not score a touchdown in this game. He did not score a touchdown. Yeah, they almost lost to the Dolphins in London that year, 2007, the Giants. First ever London game. Question number 4. In their 45-14 win over the Browns in the 2023 wildcard, Texans QB C.J. Stroud threw 3 touchdowns. Who did not catch one? Brevin Jordan, Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, or John Mitchell? Last week was the 20th anniversary of the first episode of Drake and Josh. Yeah, that's nuts. But yeah, 2004 was 20 years ago. I feel old. I remember 2004 vividly. Like, I feel very old. I feel very, very old now. Oh, man. John Mitchie is the right answer here. John Mitchie. I got the Australian Open on right now. I got the Australian Open on. Oh, Drake and Josh is a phenomenal show. That is the one show, the one live action show on Nickelodeon that could have been like an actual show on like ABC, Fox, NBC, like fit in prime time. It appeals to all audiences. As an adult, it's even funnier. It's honestly even funnier as an adult. Question 5. In their 32-9 win over the Eagles in the 2023 wildcard, Buccaneers QB Baker Mayfield threw 3 touchdowns. Who did not catch one? Trey Palmer, Chris Godwin, David Moore, Mike Evans. You think you're old? I remember when Tom Brady used to play football. Much love. Like I said, no regrets. I enjoy the content from support. Thank you so much, Spencer. It really means a lot to me. Really. It's people like you that make this all possible. Like, I can't thank you enough, man. I really can't thank you enough. Really. From the bottom of my heart, I'm flabbergasted. I really am. Dumbest NFL reporter question ever? Honestly, probably the one that was asked yesterday. Probably the one yesterday. About the Buccaneers, how they can adjust to Detroit weather in a dome. The worst one all time was the Chicago Fire reporter that asked Sebastian Schweinsteiger if he could help the Fire win the World Cup. Which, yeah, that's not the competition they play in. Mike Evans, right answer here. Mike Evans did not catch one. Who's ready for the Jags 5-12 season? I am. I am so ready for it. Yeah, and Found a Way is one of the best theme songs of all time. It really is. It really is. All right, let's see the scores of the halfway point. Ryan McGovern in first, Jackson in second, BW Fuck, Connor Akers, and Jimmy P rounding out the top 5. All right. 5 questions down, 5 more to go. And the scores reset the end of each round. We do this for 4 rounds, so if this is not your strongest round, don't worry. Everything goes back to 0 after this. Question number 6. Let's see what we got here. Romeo Crennel was the head coach of 3 teams in his NFL career. Who's the odd one out? Texans, Browns, Falcons, Chiefs. Yeah, Dallas NBC station cut away from the Lions deal downs. I did see that. I think the report was it was supposed to be a web exclusive, and they accidentally put it over the air. But that will be a controversy video like 4 years from now. That will be a controversy video 4 years from now. Hang on. The right answer here. The Atlanta Falcons. He was never the coach of the Falcons. He was the coach of the Chiefs. Didn't do a whole lot there. Question number 7. It's a it's a pre-merger question. Pre-merger question, there's always one of these. Interim counts. He was the head coach of the team. During what year was the first ever NFL draft held? 1934, 35, 36, or 37? The first ever NFL draft. You deserve, man. Put out consistent quality videos. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it, man. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, speaking of videos, again, we had a new video that came out today. 45-minute documentary on the Bucs-Eagles playoff game from 1979. Go check that out if you haven't already. 1936. Right answer here. Right answer here. Has a network cut away from a game during a live play to show another show that wasn't a broadcast? Besides Heidi? Not that I can think of. I mean, Heidi's the obvious one, but... Oh, yeah, NBC 2012 and Irish Patriots. Yeah, that was planned. That was planned, I guess. And they put the game on a different network. So I don't know if that's the same thing. But I might do a video on that at some point. Question number 8. Pop culture question. There's always one of these has to do with the NFL, but nothing to do with football. Who is the only active player in the NFL that has hosted an episode of Jeopardy? Travis Kelce, Jason Kelce, Mahomes, or Rodgers? Yeah, the radio show host encouraging a Brock Purdy injury. What was that, Milwaukee? Wasn't that the same guy that, like, intentionally wore an Aaron... Or he like, intentionally tried to antagonize fans and players at training camp this year? Jason Kelce, he has not officially announced it yet, so he's still technically an active player. I think he will retire. And thank you for the follows, by the way. JM76, Chris Marion, 100, Prime Rose, Sporting Network, Hallie the Tail, Pharaoh, Incubus, Divine DJ, and Mark Hearns 11. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Aaron Rodgers, right answer here. Who wanted to kick the field? That was one of the funniest Final Jeopardy moments of all time. That was one of the funniest. It's funny. I always like Ken Jennings as a host, but I was like, you know what? If he can't be the host, I want Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, a lot has happened since then, but I thought Rogers was the best of the celebrity hosts. Ryan McGovern in first, BW Falk in second, Jackson in third, Connor Akers in fourth. We've never had 100,000 points in the opening kickoff round, but we might have it happen here. 100,000 point rule is in play. And I'll explain. Basically, 100,000 point rule, I've never had to say it this early. 100,000 point rule means another way to make the final. If you score 100,000 points, you're automatically in the final. That's another way to make it in. So we can have multiple people make it from a round if 100,000 points are scored. Question number 9. Oh, we're going to have a lot of JG9 news videos tomorrow. A lot of them. A lot of stuff is broken down. The only NFC North team at the 2023 NFL Draft that did not spend a first-round pick on an offensive player. Packers, Lions, Vikings, Bears. Sports Talk Joe with the Fiver, thank you so much. Nickelodeon's NFL broadcast has been the best thing Nick has done since the 09 rebrand, although that bar is really low. Oh yeah, it's really, really low. Oh yeah, it's really low. I will say in terms of other good stuff they've done, Victorious, great show. Although it ended terribly. It needs to like have an actual finale. And I thought the Guts, not the Guts, the Double Dare reboot was pretty good. Packers, right answer here. Packers drafted Lucas Van Ness. Lions drafted Gibbs. Vikings drafted Addison. Bears drafted Darnell Wright. Yeah, no one as good as Alex. Ken Jennings, I do like Ken Jennings. I'm just glad Mayim Balak is no longer a host. I'm glad she's out. Took way too long. The pacing was off. She didn't seem like she knew what she was doing. Ryan McGovern in first. Connor Akers in second. Again, 100,000 point rule is in play. It's never happened before in opening kickoff. Question number 10. 3 defensive backs were chosen in the first round of the 1996 NFL Draft. Who's the odd one out? Alex Molden, Walt Harris, Lawyer Malloy, or Jerome Woods? Jags are the favorite to hire Wink Martindale. I don't think so anymore, because we're interviewing now the Falcons defensive coordinator. We really wanted the Falcons DC, and I think that'd be a great hire. I like what Atlanta did defensively this year. They just blocked us from doing it, and now they're opening it up again. My guess is because Belichick is probably going to take the Atlanta job, and he will be his own defensive coordinator, so that's why they're letting all the coaches now interview elsewhere. So I hope we get Atlanta's DC. I really do. Lawyer Malloy is the right answer here. All these guys were chosen in 96, but Lawyer Malloy was a second-round pick, not a first-round pick. Yeah, I think Wheel with Ryan Seacrest. I think that's a great pick. A lot better than Sajak, who's going through the motions. Ryan McGovern got it wrong, but still wins the round. We still have not had anyone score 100,000 points in a game for opening kickoff, but Ryan McGovern wins. Connor Akers coming in second. Jackson in third. Ryan McGovern, you're the first round winner, so congratulations, man. High scoring round, one of the highest scoring opening kickoffs that we've had in quite some time. A lot of you did really, really well that round. Hopefully you keep that momentum going for the next 3 rounds. All right, with that being said, it is time for round number 2. We're going to play a game called Team Roulette. Just a reminder, be sure to follow me so that I can message you after the game about the payment. Because, again, the winner of this game takes home half the cash prize, which is, as things stand, $50.34. You have to donate. You can donate through YouTube and accounts toward the pot. You just have to let me know what your Twitch handle is if you are playing. If you just want to donate via Super Chat, just because it doesn't count. But if you do donate via the Streamlabs website, it does count. And thank you so much for all the love and support, guys. This really has been a phenomenal stream so far. Really, thank you so much. All right, so Team Roulette. How this game works is like this: 10 questions on any team in the NFL. I'm going to spin a wheel. Whatever team it lands on, all 10 questions are going to be about that team. Was there special about the Falcons? You see, I mean, they had a top 10 defense this year. All right, so for this round, we are doing 10 questions on whatever the wheel has in store for us tonight. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. I forgot to change the screen. Hang on. There we go. 10 questions on the history of the Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals. I don't know why it says Chicago Cardinals. It's been that kind of day. Don't worry, there are no Chicago Cardinal questions. It's all Arizona Cardinals. Maybe some St. Louis stuff, but 10 questions on the history of the Cardinals. Why the Cards? Because the wheel landed on that. The completely rigged wheel landed on that. All right, can everyone see the quiz thing? If you can't see, please let me know. Again, the winner of this round takes the second spot in the final. First shot is in at that that $50 cash prize, and then we'll have our halftime break. You can stretch your legs, take a bit of a breather, and then we'll do that. Rounds 3 and 4 for those one-hour games that we have played many times before. You guys really seem to like them. So here we go. Question number 1. Let's do it. The Cardinals started 3 quarterbacks in 2023. Who's the odd one out? Clayton Tune, Kyler Murray, Joshua Dobbs, Colt McCoy. Did I see Scooter get called out by Taylor Decker? I did. See him get called out. Oh, man. You just got to take the L. Just take the L. The worst thing you could have done was respond back and say keep that energy up for after next week. Like, just take the L, man. Just take the L. I don't think he wants to talk about it. What history? I mean, it's funny. They've been around since 1898, but history-wise, there's not a great history. Colt McCoy's right answer. Clayton Tune, he did start a game, regrettably. If you missed it, I don't blame you. It was the worst start by any quarterback this season. He beat Super Mario 64 in 23 minutes on the drums? How is that possible? Question number 2. In 2004, the Cardinals went 1-3 against the AFC East. The lone win came against what team? Dolphins, Pats, Jets, Bills. Thoughts on the Suns' comeback last night? That was insane. The 22-point comeback with 8 minutes left. That was one of the craziest comebacks I've ever seen. I was in disbelief when it happened. I think we might have something here with Kevin Durant at the 5. Obviously, you can't do it against bigger teams. Like, you can't do it against the Nuggets. But small ball, played KD at the 5. I think there's something there. I really do. Hey, how about Grayson Allen? You know what? Most improved player, my vote's going to Grayson Allen. He has been on fire this season. Grayson Allen has been phenomenal this year. I did not think he was going to be as big to this team as he is. But really, if we have a small ball lineup of Allen, Gordon, Booker, Beal, and Durant, like, you could do that. You honestly could play a small ball lineup like that and have it go really, really well. Dolphins, right answer here. They won that game 24-23. How many TVs do I own? Let's see. Question number 3. Same divide and error. Whenever they drop it, I will absolutely do that. What was the only NFC East team that swept the Cardinals in 1988? Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, or Washington? How many TVs? So I have 4 in the office, and I have 10 in the main room. So 14? 14 TVs? But most of them, I mean, the main TV, like, I actually bought, but the rest were Facebook Marketplace $10 TVs that people just want to get rid of. Let's build the setup like that. Eagles, right answer here. I will say, Allen has not done anything dirty this year. He actually has cleaned up his act this year so far. Yeah, Pascal Siakam trade to Indiana. It's a good move for the Pacers. And a smart move for the Raptors, too. They're not going to bring him back. They're a team that's rebuilding. They're a team that's not doing great. Get the draft capital. Makes sense. Eagles right answer here. They won 31-21 week 13, 23-17 in week 15. Question number 4. The only team that the Cards have faced in London. Browns, Vikings, Rams, Bengals. Can you get a TV? You live in Florida. It would cost more to ship you a TV. Just if you need a cheap TV, just go on Facebook Marketplace. The amount of parents that are selling TVs because their kid has moved out, or their kid got older and they don't need the playroom anymore, or they're moving, or they're just downsizing. The amount of, like, people that have gotten divorced and they're moving into, like, an apartment, so they need to just clean up the house. You'd be surprised. You'd be very surprised how many TVs you can get for $20. And, like, legitimate TVs too. Rams right answer. Not smart TVs. But you can, like, hook a Roku or a Fire Stick or something like that. But you'd be surprised how many TVs you can get. You just see, like, a 32-inch. Yeah, I should have put the Jags as a choice. I should have put the Jags as a choice. Question number 5. Yeah, I got a 48-inch one for $10. In 1997, yeah, it was a 33-0 win. By the Rams. In 97, what was the only NFC East team that the Cardinals did not play an overtime game against? Cowboys, Eagles, Washington, or Giants? You know, Facebook Marketplace? Everyone has Facebook Marketplace. If you have Facebook, you have Facebook Marketplace. It's just like any other app. Any other page on there. DeRozan gets traded to the Lakers. Fact or fiction? I'm going to say fact. I'm going to say fact. I don't know what for, but sure seems that way. Had to get a new TV because your Samsung kept boot looping. Oh, that stinks. I literally brought a TV down to a hotel one time just to do work. Like, I'm crazy like that. I like set my monitor in a hotel room. It was so bad. Giants, right answer here. They played overtime games every other team. They actually played 4 overtime games. You have 2 autographed Dolphins, almost 2 and Waddle. That is awesome, Summer. That is awesome. Those are autographs I would kill to have. Those are incredible. Mile High Lefty in first, Styles Clash in second, J-Wex in third, Ryan McGovern, Doc Frazier rounding at the top 5. Gonna take a wild guess and say a Broncos fan is leading this round on the Cardinals. Spent $4,500 on TV and can buy it for $2K a few years later. Yeah, that's the one thing, like, the prices on everything are going up, but TV prices are going down. It's actually kind of impressive how prices on TVs have gone down tremendously over the years. It's impressive. It's the one thing the actual prices are going down on. In 2007, the Cardinals went 3-1 against the AFC North. The lone loss came against what team? Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Bengals. You're wearing your Pacers hat tonight in honor of the Siakam trade. Only like this team for their yellow and navy blue colors. Otherwise, I'm a Bucks fan all the way. You might want to look away from the Bucks right now. The score on ESPN is not pretty. I'll put it that way. There's a reason I'm watching the Australian Open and not the NBA right now. All right, the right answer here. The lone loss came against the Ravens. They lost 26-23 in Week 3. 26-23 in Week 3. All right, question number 7. And then 1 year later, lost to the Steelers in the Super Bowl. The only NFC South team that the Cardinals have never faced in the playoffs. Falcons, Bucks, Panthers, Saints. A D.D. Westbrook autograph card on eBay for 2... What? I can't... I need your shipping address. It would cost more to do that than if you just buy it yourself. Fact or fiction, Webby pulls on Kawhi if Pop keeps pulling to keep his minutes at 20-25. I don't think he's going to do it just yet. Now, next year, different story. If they don't build around him, they don't get a point guard that can actually feed him the ball, different story. Panthers, they played 3 times. They played the Saints and Falcons once, and they played the Buccaneers 0 times. And the Bucks are the right answer here. Never played the Bucks in the playoffs. The Tony Franklin video was a masterpiece. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Question number 8. 3 offensive linemen on the Cardinals made the Pro Bowl in 1977. Who's the odd one out? Tom Banks, Conrad Dobler, Dan Deerdorf, or Bob Young? Here's a funny story about that vid, the Tony Franklin vid. You might not believe this. So I had the idea since Monday night. To do that. But in terms of when I started the script and started getting the footage and recording and everything, I started that at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern last night. So I had nothing done on that vid until 11 p.m. Eastern. The vid came out at, 10 a.m. Eastern? So it took about 10, 11 hours to put together that 45-minute doc. I don't know how I did it. Bob Young is the right answer here. But that was a fun vid to do. That was a fun video to do. I really like making that one. It's a cool story, too. And we got some more docs coming up. I like doing the documentaries. You guys really seem to like them. They're a lot of work, but they're a lot of fun. I can dive deep into certain topics. Mile High Lefty in first, Ryan McGovern in second, J-Lex in third. 69-4-20 rule is in play. The 07 Lester, the 4-set rule. I hate the 4-set rule. It's like, let's have more subjectivity for the referees. They don't deal with enough as it is. Question number 9. In 87, the Cardinals defeated what team 31-28 after trailing 28-3 at one point in the fourth quarter? This will be a documentary at some point. Bucks, Chargers, Eagles, Falcons. The original 28-3. Does the college football season go from the closest weekend to Labor Day to the last weekend in November? Yeah. Yeah, it always ends the Thanksgiving weekend. And always... Well, I guess if we're counting week 1, week 0 is before then. And then there's like week -1. NHL shot clock? No. Buccaneers, right answer here. NHL is fast-paced enough as it is. You don't really need a shot clock to manufacture stuff. Lacrosse needed a shot clock. Basketball needed a shot clock. But hockey, you don't really need a shot clock for that. Yeah, the old onside kick rule is stupid. Because the other thing is, as I'm going to show the scores, Mile High Lefty in first with 103,000. All right, you have the 100,000 point rule in play if you stay above there. J-Wex, Ryan McGovern, Styles Clash, rounding out the top 4. Doc Frazier in 5th. Imagine all the Cards fans who left after the third quarter. Yeah, they were in for a treat. In 2013, the Cards went 3-1 against the NFC South. The lone loss came against what team? Falcons, Bucks, Saints, Panthers. Yeah, so here's the funny thing about the rule. Back then, the clock started when you kicked it off. So theoretically, if you had let's say you had a 2-point, like here's what I'm shocked about this. If you had, let's say, let's just say a 2-point lead, let's say, with 1 minute left, what you could do, I didn't bring this up in the video. But what you could do, let me just say the right answer here in the winner, and then I'll tell you what you could do, because it's crazy. The Saints are the right answer here. Like, I'm shocked that no one exploited this loophole. But basically, you could, if you wanted to, if you were up by 2 points with a minute left, just kick it out of bounds on every single play. And then the final kick, you just kick it off deep or whatever. And you could run out the clock that way. You could run out the clock by not calling a single play. Mile High Lefty wins. JWEX. Oh, that was close to 694.20. But Mile High Lefty, congratulations. You are the second round winner. You're moving on to the final alongside Ryan McGovern. I know I already said this on Twitter, but your Colts Jets vids were one of my all-time favorites I've done. Thank you so much. I always thought Mike Patrick got sick and couldn't do the game. Turns out ABC was crying poor. Pretty much. Yeah, that was a planned move. That was a planned move for a few months on end. But it's crazy. It's crazy they didn't have the money to do it. It's absolutely crazy. But I love broadcasting stories like that. We got some cool ones coming up. Tomorrow's video, I can promise you, tomorrow's video is going to be nuts. I promise you that. Tomorrow's video, divisional round broadcasting controversy that you've probably never heard of. You're going to call it a night. Take it easy, man. Keep it great. But thank you so much, Spencer. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. And for all the streams this week, we'll have the logo. We'll have the new logo for the streams this week. I'll put it on the channel, put it front and center on the channel, because you've earned it. You've earned it. Thank you so much, Spence. I can't thank you enough, really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. People like you make this all possible. So thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. You have no idea how much you mean. No idea how much you mean. Gutmon and 9 with a tour. Thank you so much. Divisional round predictions. I'll put a video out later tomorrow, probably. I'm going alt chalk, but I will say this. Every game will be one possession. Every game will be one possession. I would not be shocked about anything that happens this week. I'm going alt chalk, but I'm not confident about it. I'm really not confident about it. All right. So with it being said, it's time for a halftime break. I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock. So if anyone wants to just stretch their legs, go to the bathroom, increase the price before tonight's show, you can do that here. Again, power up. If you donate in the next 5 minutes, you come into the top 10 in any of the next 2 rounds, you automatically make it to the final. You don't have to win the round, you just got to come into the top 5. So just something to keep in mind. Let me put the 5-minute timer up, and let's start this bad boy right now. Anyone's got any questions? Fire one in the chat. Again, JG9 News, we got a lot of videos coming out tomorrow. I got to do a crap ton of videos tomorrow. Oh, yeah, no, I watched Ninja Warrior. Oh, yeah. We got Mickey Loomis talking about Dennis Allen, the Super Wildcard Weekend branding. CBS throwing $31 million for their Monday afternoon wildcard game. Divisional round predictions. The Mike McCarthy news, obviously. We got a lot of stuff to talk about on JG9 News. It's going to be a crazy, crazy day tomorrow. And tomorrow's video is going to be a really weird broadcasting controversy. If I have any more wacky stories about the playoff tiebreakers, those are my favorite. I love doing those. I usually save those for when we hit the end of the season. I usually save them, like Super Bowl commercials, I'll usually just save them for the Super Bowl. But yeah. Yeah, I love doing those vids. I love doing those vids. I want to do a documentary at some point about the final day of the 1998 season with the Cardinals and the Giants, and just the wackiness, and the Buccaneers, and the wackiness that happened there in terms of going back and forth. Which network about 80s? It's actually a radio network. It's actually radio. I'll put it this way. I will put it this way. It was on the radio. You only knew about it if you were listening to the radio. I'm going to make it very clear in the video. This is not an endorsement of anyone. This is not an endorsement by any means. We're not going down that road. This is not a political video whatsoever. But I want you to imagine if, as a tactic to get people to vote for them, Nikki Haley did sideline reporting for a playoff game. Let's say Nikki Haley was a sideline reporter for the Lions-Bucks game. That is the modern-day equivalent of what this video is going to be like. That is the modern-day equivalent. So, just something to keep in mind. Tomorrow's video a crazy story. Crazy story on the surface. Absolutely crazy story about a candidate for a high government position doing sideline reporting for a game. A playoff game. Real thing. Prediction: Chiefs Bills 40 to 45 million. 80s. It's from the 80s. Yeah, I'm gonna guess Chiefs Bills will get. I mean, this. We got SD Correa with a tenner. Thank you so much. All right, SD Correa, you've got a power up too alongside Ranger Hanky. Was it even good? There were people that did not like it. I'll put it that way. There were people that did not like it. All right, and we are close to that stretch goal too. Holy cow. Thank you so much, SD Correa. You got the power up. 55-34 in the pot. 55-34 in that pot. If we do hit, right now, what are we at? We're at 110.69. If we hit 125, the winner of the game gets to pick a round of their choosing for next time. What was I? Wait. Yeah, Chiefs Bills. I'm gonna guess. Well, I think the Lions Rams got like 38 million. I'm gonna guess Bills Chiefs gets. Yeah, I'd say 42 million. I'm going to say 42. You play goalie and honestly, I face 30, 50, and 9, roller and 20 and 30 and 9 and nice. Never need a shot clock to incentivize shooting. Yeah. I do like your spelling of it though. I do like your spelling of it. Yeah, the Raycom stuff is fascinating. I'm fascinated by Raycom sports. Does Jim Irsay transfer over control of the Colts to his daughters? Yeah, it's a sad situation right now. I hope he's okay. I really, as much as I dunk on him, I hope, yeah. As much as I like dunk on him, like, I never wish that. Like it's scary stuff. It's scary stuff when you're dealing with that. When you're dealing with those demons, and hopefully he can get the help he needs, and hopefully he's gonna be okay. I could definitely see the NFL potentially stepping in and saying you are not mentally fit right now to run the team. I could see that, just saying as like a precaution, but I don't know. It's gonna stay in the family. It will stay in the family. It will stay in the family. I don't know who it's going to be next year, but it will stay in the family. I don't see that Irsay is selling it to an outside family or outside person, but hopefully he's okay. I'm glad he did not die when he was unresponsive in December. But it's scary stuff, especially at that age. Because he's pretty young for an owner, right? He doesn't look like it, but he's pretty young for an owner. He's like in his mid-60s, right? Yeah, he's 64. He's really, like... He's pretty young. Like David Tepper is older than Irsay. Which is crazy. I mean, that's a stat that blows my mind. David Tepper is older than Jim Irsay. That should not be possible. You look at the two men, you look at how long they've owned their teams. David Tepper is older than Jim Irsay. It's sad. It's a scary situation. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he becomes okay. Yeah, Jim wouldn't have hired someone like Frank Kush. Yeah, he would not have. Although, look, Kush didn't do bad in 83. You know, Kush did not do bad in 83. It's bad every other time, but 83 was not terrible. 83 was not terrible. All right, round number 3, we're going to play a game called... What are we playing for this one? Let me just copy and paste this. We're going to play a game called... Middleman. How Middleman works is like this. I'm going to say a year. I'm going to say the player that got drafted before this player and the player that got drafted after the player. And your job is to tell me who the player in between was. As an example, if I were to say 2021, 1, 2, 3, Trevor Lawrence, blank, Trey Lance. So the player before was Trevor Lawrence, the player after was Trey Lance, you would say Zach Wilson. Does everyone get how this game works? Every pick will be a top 10 pick, so you don't have to worry about me doing this for picks like 150 to 152. You won't have to worry about that. I say the year, I'll say what numbers it is. Every pick will be a top 10 pick. Everyone get how this game works? Can everyone see the quiz thing on their screen? Yeah, the CJ Stroud thing, I thought that was shameful by NBC. That was shameful. And there's some people that are saying, well, maybe they're just cutting out the parts because it was rambling. Well, first off, it wasn't rambling. It was a very coherent thought. Maybe because it wasn't part of the answer. But it was. He said, like, the question was, what does this mean to you? And he said, well, it means a lot because, like, I want to thank God because without him, this wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't have meaning and, like, wouldn't be able to do this. Like, that's part of the answer. It's not like someone asked, like, would it be different if he said, like, happy birthday to someone? Yes, it would be very different. Because if he said, first off, shout out to you, happy birthday, I love you. As for this game, yeah, no, this was a big one. Like, that's different, but, like, it clearly played a part in what this meant to him. To edit that out, especially for your media posts. If it was a TV program, you could say, okay, maybe there was time constraints and whatnot that we had to fit because it's timed down to the second. But this is crazy. I thought it was shameful what NBC did. I really did. Yeah, I don't like the erasure. It doesn't matter what religion it is. It doesn't matter what religion. Just it's erasure for no reason. All right, let's start this third round. Good luck to everyone. Here we go. Question number 1. Yeah, let's have Bills Chiefs play Arrowhead. First time ever they're going to play. Patrick Mahomes going to play on the road in the playoffs. 2022, Aiden Hutchinson, blank. Sauce Gardner, 2-3-4. Walker, Thibodeau, Singley Jr., or Evan Neal? Yeah, I said on Twitter too, that's the last thing we need. The last thing we need in an election year of all years is for more distrust of the media where they're editing quotes. Like, we don't need that. Like, you just, like, Streisand affected it too. Like, so many players, like, thank God after games, too. Like, no one thinks anything of it. Like, it would have been a big nothing burger. But because you edited it out, like, think for, like, 5 seconds, NBC. Derek Stingley, right answer here. Derek Stingley. It's crazy. I might do a JG9 news video on that, too. I got a lot to talk about. Holy cow. I picked the right time to launch the news channel. I'll tell you that much. I picked the right time. 2016, Jack Conklin, blank, Eli Apple, 8, 9, 10. Who was the 9th pick? Leonard Floyd, Laramie Tunsil, DeForest Buckner, or Vernon Hargreaves? Because I got people asking me too, like, why not just do this on the main channel? I think you're seeing why, because there's so much happening that you get like 15 videos a day in like the 3-minute range on the channel, mess up everything. Was gonna dono enough. You don't see an option. Leonard Floyd's right. Oh, you do not have to do that, man. You don't have to do that, Spence. You don't see an option to donate 20. I've been able to donate 20 before. That's odd. It should say you can type in whatever number you want, but there is a 20 option. There is a 20 option. But you can type in whatever number you want. I don't know how it works on mobile, but I know on my monitor you can. Question number 3. 2012, Trent Richardson, blank, Justin Blackman, 3-4-5. Luke Kuechly, Morris Claiborne, Matt Khalil, Mark Barron. Yeah, if Jim is still battling drug addiction, Ethel might order Carly to take over and have Jim go to rehab. I could see that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all the games this week. Lions-Bucks is deceptively good. The Bucks, their defense is playing lights out the past few weeks. Yeah, he wasn't weaponized. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, there was nothing controversial about what he said. He just thanked God. It wasn't like he, like, started a political movement or anything. It's not, he just thanked God. Like, you didn't have to take it out. It's crazy. Matt Khalil, right answer here. The 4th pick. Vikings traded down, and they got a bunch of picks in the process, too. They traded from 3 to 4. How's it going, Magic? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. 2009, Tyson Jackson, blank, Mark Sanchez, 3-4-5. Pretty underwhelming draft, all things considered. Aaron Curry, Andre Smith, Darius Hayward-Bay, B.J. Raji. Like, are there going to be any Hall of Famers from this class? I honestly don't know. Looking forward to see that new logo. I know it's for a good price. I'm out for real. Got to make that big demo back tomorrow. Thank you so much, Spence. Thank you so much. I won't let you down. I will not let you down with this. I will not let you down with this one. I can promise you that much. We will make it worth your while. You donated way too much for me to... we will make it worth your while. We will make it worth your while. Aaron Curry, right answer here. Stafford, I don't think Stafford's making the Hall of Fame. Yeah, Aaron Curry was like one of the safest defensive players of all time, apparently, and obviously didn't work out that way. Did not work out that way. Question number 5. Let's see what we got here. 2003, Byron Leftwich, blank, Kevin Williams, 789. Was it Jonathan Sullivan, Jordan Gross, Terrence Newman, Terrell Suggs? You might remember this sequence of events as the Vikings debacle. This was the Vikings debacle. LaShawn McCoy, he could. I don't see it happening. Will the NFL not allow Peacock to broadcast a playoff game next season? No, I think they will. I think this is the beginning. We're not going back. I don't think we're going back, unfortunately. They might restrict how many games a network can televise for one round. I could see the NFL maybe saying, okay, you're not doing 3. You can do 2. You can put 1 on Peacock and do that, but you can't do 3. Let's see the scores of the halfway point. Oh, the puff piece was insanely stupid. Paul Topper versus Luke Smith in second. All right, I've not seen your name on here before. Welcome. Congratulations on being in second right now. J-Wex, Ryan McGovern, SC Correa, you're in 7th again. You come in 7th top 5, you're automatically in. As we go to question number 6. Keyshawn Johnson, blank Simeon Rice, 1, 2, 3. Kevin Hardy, Lawrence Phillips, Cedric Jones, Jonathan Ogden. Yeah, I could see Prime doing a game. I could definitely see Prime doing a game. It was like, NBC was like, congratulations to ourselves for the most streamed game of all time. Like, of course it was going to be. You made it that way. It's almost like this. If I did a trivia game, all right? If I said a game of JG9 Live, if I said, I'll just reveal the answer first. Kevin Hardy, right answer here. If I made a game of JG9 Live and I advertised it and I said, 2 weeks from now, we're going to play a game of JG9 Live. You have to pay $20 to play, but the winner of the game will get free tickets to the Super Bowl. I'm giving away free tickets to the Super Bowl. And the game's a disaster. Every question is incorrect. There's lag. It's a really bad game of trivia. Just a really bad game. And then I do a puff piece after about how it was like the most watched JG9 Live game of all time. Of course it was. I said it was free tickets to the Super Bowl. Doesn't mean it was good. It's like this. Like, of course this is going to be the most viewed game of all time. Like, of course. Blair Thomas, blank Keith McCanson, 1990, 234. Jeff George, Marcario Cortez Kenny, Junior Sao. When I see Paramount Plus doing a streaming exclusive game, my guess is CBS is pretty traditional. I'm not sure it's going to happen anytime soon. CBS is pretty traditional in terms of like how they view linear TV. The NBC, I think they were planning to have Al Michaels, and then there was a giant falling out, and Al Michaels was not that good this year. But even so, they didn't have the right crews. Could Minnesota have made the playoffs in 03 if they didn't screw up the draft? It wasn't even that they screwed up the draft. They just had to stop. They just had to recover an onside kick and not allow a Hail Mary at the very end. That's all they had to do. It had nothing to do with the draft. Cortez Kenny runs here. Yeah, Gavin Newsom threatening to veto any legislation to outlaw tackle football. Yeah, any legislation on that would be stupid. Because the thing is that kids are going to tackle anyway. Kids imitate what they see on TV. They see tackle football on TV. They're going to play tackle football. So you might as well have them play with coaches that can teach them the proper technique. They're going to do it either way. There's no reason to outlaw it. No reason. 1985, Bill Fralick, blank Chris Stolman, 234. Lomas Brown, Bruce Smith, Dwayne Bickett, Ray Childress. You also have to think a lot of these NIL collectives will be up in arms and they will legislate the crap out of that. Because this means the talent level in California will be less, and a lot of kids stay in California for they like staying home for college. So it means less talent coming from California, which means it's not good for the schools and universities. So they're going to be up in arms about it too. There's no reason to do it. Ray Childress, right answer here. The most 8-8 teams, I'm assuming 2004 had a lot. 2004, I think, had a lot. Right, 2004 had a lot of 8-8 teams, especially in the NFC. Let's see the scores with 2 questions to go. Paul Topper first. J-Wex, Ryan McGovern, SD Correa. All right, things are interesting. SD Correa needs to come to the top 5. He gets the power up. Luke Smith in 5th. So SD Correa, you could get in by winning. You can get with 69-420. You could get in inside the top 5. A lot of ways to get in. Paul Topper has the lead right now with 93,000, close to 100K. 79! Phil Sims, blank Al Harris, 789. Barry Cross, Keith Dorney, Otis Anderson, Jerry Butler. 1979. Who was the 8th pick that year? Who was the middleman in between Sims and Harris? was the guy that would eventually technically win a Super Bowl with Phil Simms down the road. Otis Anderson. Great player. Probably, for my money, the second best running back not in the Hall right now. One would be Roger Craig, but for my money, Otis Anderson is 2. Yeah, right now, not the answer. Yeah, I'm with Newsom on this one. I'm with Newsom on this. You can be concerned about football, but banning, like outlawing tackle football for kids under 12, people are going to just tackle anyways. People are just going to tackle anyways, and people are going to leave the state as a result. It's going to be, you don't do it. You don't do it. Now, you can definitely put stuff in that says, like, to coach tackle football, you have to go through XYZ, you have to go through this certification process to make sure they're doing it the right way. I have no problem with that. It's no different than being a lifeguard. To be a lifeguard, you have to pass training. I have no problem with that, but outright banning is not the answer. I'm with Newsom on that, 100%. Question number 10. Jerry Sizemore, blank Dave Butts, 345. The 1973 draft. Was it Charles Young, Wally Chambers, John Hanna, Burt Jones? All of these great players. All these options are phenomenal players. No, Gavin's not trying to ban football. Gavin's saying any bill that comes to him, he's gonna veto it. Gavin's not trying to ban football. Gavin is not trying to ban football. Other way around. Gavin is saying he will not ban football. He will veto any legislation that says we're banning football. John Hanna is the right answer here. What 2000s players make the Hall as a senior? Ooh. That's a good question. I'm going to say... Let me think. There's one guy I had in mind. I just have to double check the stats of it. Yeah. I'm going to say Nick Mangold. I don't think he has a shot at getting in ever with the regular committee. But senior, I could see Nick Mangold at some point. John Hanna, right answer. Paul Topper in first. SC Correa inside the top 5. So SC Correa using that $10 power up to his advantage. You're also in the final. So congratulations to the two of you, Paul Topper and SC Correa. Congratulations, guys. And great job all the way around on this round. Great job all the way around. Ryan McGovern in second. Having a great game so far. Already won round number 1. JWEX, PW Falk, neck and neck inside the top 5. With that being said, it's time for the final round. And just as a quick note, you are free to donate after the round is completed, and I'm truly grateful for every donation. And I cannot thank you guys enough for your support. Yeah, Anquan Bolden could, potentially. Anquan Bolden, maybe. But 8 minutes after the round is done, the total prize pool, as well as who gets to go into the final round, will close. Again, $20 or more gets you in automatically. Less than 20, you play in a Play and Knockaround HQ Trivia Cell, where the last one standing gets the final spot. You get insurance, anything over $5. I'm going to put the link again in the chat, so keep that in mind. I don't think Ocho Cinco's ever getting in. Heinz Ward, maybe. Ocho, I don't think will ever get in. All right, with that being said, we're going to start this final round. This round is a game called Record Remembrance. I totally forgot to update the screen on YouTube. My apologies. Record Remembrance. How this game works is like this. I'm going to say a team and their record. Your job, quite simply, tell me what year... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Hang on. Your job is to tell me quite simply what year they had that record. Oh, I just got to find the right screen. There we go. What year did that team have that record? As an easy example, if I said Browns 0-16, you would say 2017. If I said Lions 0-16, you would say 2008. Patriots 16-0, you would say 2007. Does everyone know how this game works? Just tell me the year that they had that record. Yes, someone gave 400. Basically, long story short, someone said, if you change your logo on stream to JG42069, I'll give you $400. And he gave me $400. So we're gonna turn the logo for this weekend for streams. We're gonna have a 42069 logo. So we will do that. Yeah, I think ESPN is opting. I think they're gonna opt out. I think so. They're already starting to not televise as many games. Monday Night Baseball is no longer a thing. Wednesday Night Baseball is no longer a thing. They're already starting to to peel back. Is Kirby a dirty player or defenders in a lose-lose? No, that was a clean hit. No, what are you supposed to do? You go high, it's a flag. You gotta go low. It was the right play by Kirby. It stinks that it happened, but it's the right play. That was not a dirty hit. It wasn't late. It was on time. He hit him in the spot that you're allowed to hit him in without getting flagged. That's the way it is. That's just how you have to play the game now. I mean, I bet whether it's right or wrong, but Kirby did nothing wrong. Kirby did nothing wrong. Just it's unfortunate what happened to Higby. Just got here, but I'm on board. I'm on board too. I'm on board too. All right, let's do it. Question number 1. Cardinals 8-8. What year were they 8-8? Was it 04, 05, 06, 07? Again, click the right answer on your computer or your mobile device. The faster you answer, more points you receive or lose if you get it wrong. If you don't know, you can skip it. Sometimes skip it to the best play. Thank you for the follow, Matitude1233. Thank you so much for the follow. Again, as a reminder, this is the last free way to make it into the final. If you don't qualify via this round, you are still more than welcome to hang out and chat and whatnot. You just won't be eligible to win the cash prize. If you don't qualify via this round and don't donate. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, there's definitely some concern with the Magic. There's definitely some concern. I think I'll bounce back. Light edibles on air? Oh god, no. No, I won't do drugs. I will not do drugs. I'm definitely not an edibles guy. 07 right answer here. And then obviously the following year stuff went really, really well. Yeah, Ravage, he's not that good. Dolphins 8-8, 2010, 11, 12, 13. I guess the only question is, what would ESPN air in the summertime? I don't know what they would air. I have no clue what you air. 100 donuts? I couldn't do 100. I could probably do like a Munchkin box, though. I could definitely do a Munchkin box. I actually know I could. Who will trade up to 1? You know, if Atlanta gets Belichick and they want to win now, they could. 2013. UFL, that's going to be done in June. UFL's going to be done in June. It goes from March to June. MLS, you could, but the ratings would be worse than MLB. I love MLS, but the ratings would be worse than they would be for... I think FS1 is the package to do the Sunday night games. CFL? I mean... You could probably cut costs because it'd be simulcast. You wouldn't have to send in a crews. You could do that. Bills 12-4, 90, 91, 92, 93. But isn't CFL? It's CBS that has it now. It's CBS Sports, right? The Falcons are getting Luke. That's true. I don't know what they would air. Unless you buy the rights to the Big Three. Do you buy a stake in the Big Three? That'd be a terrible investment, but is that what you have to do? I don't know. 93 right answer here. I mean, maybe you could do WNBA Sunday nights and just televise the Caitlin Clark games, because those games draw insane ratings. You actually might be able to do better with WNBA than MLB with just... Not for every game, but for Caitlin Clark games, you might be able to do it. So you wait until whichever team drafts Caitlin Clark, who is it? Indiana's the number 1 pick. Just make Sunday night baseball, just change it to Sunday night WNBA, and just show Fever games. Just do that. Bengals 6-10, 97, 99, 2000, 2001. Why is ESPN neglecting MLB? I think part of the problem right now is that a lot of sports are facing. Not the NFL. The NFL's done a great job of this. Is that MLB, what we're finding out is that people don't really care about baseball unless it's their team. As a Jaguars fan, I will watch every Monday Night Football game. Even if it's the Buccaneers against the Cardinals. And it's not a knock on those teams. It's just they don't play in the AFC. But MLB fans, they don't do that. MLB fans, they don't do that. They don't, a lot of them don't do that. If you're a Yankees fan, you don't really want to watch a game between the Cubs and the Brewers. 2001 right answer here. Yeah, Indiana Fever. Yeah, Indiana Fever. That's part of the problem. Wait, I did not see that, Jamel. I did not see that. Question number 5. Line 6 and 10. 03, 04, 05, 06. I mean, Apple TV could potentially, because Apple TV. I mean, Peacock also has like the Sunday game, the Sunday morning game, but Apple TV, you have MLS on Saturdays, MLB Sundays. So you could just make it the destination spot for the weekend. If you think Indiana Fever's a dumb name, there were way worse in the NBA, the WNBA. They were way worse. Used to be at least. 2004 answer here. There was the Orlando Miracle. My favorite was the Silver Stars, San Antonio Silver Stars, but it was STARZ. Because Z was cool, because it was the 90s, and everything had to have a Z in it. Line 6 and 10. Mile High Lefty, right answer here. Or Mile High Lefty is in first. Yeah, like, there's a reason that D-backs Rangers was such a low-rated World Series. And the reason why is because they didn't show the D-backs and the Rangers on TV during the season. The problem, the NFL is in a good spot, because the NFL, for all the flack I give them with scheduling games, the NFL does a very good job in making you care about the entire league. Where, even if we get Texans Buccaneers in the Super Bowl this year, people are going to watch. People are going to watch because they will be exposed to those teams in some regard. And they care about them. Baseball, they've kind of pigeonholed themselves where if it's not one of the big 5 teams, no one's watching. Because they set a problem where you don't care about that team. You don't care about them. Vikings, 10 and 6. 93, 94, 95, 96. ESPN get NASCAR back? Probably not. Probably not. I think Orlando could absolutely get a WNBA team again. I absolutely think they could. I absolutely think they could. Maybe don't call them the Miracle, but you can have them with a better name than Miracle, though. But I have no problem with that. Look, they're a good sports city. Magic are supported well. Orlando City is supported really well. 94 is the right answer here. 94 is the right answer here. Yeah, people like watching football as well if it's not their team. Exactly. Exactly. Question number 7. Giants, 3 and 13. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. I think the other problem is that there used to be... Like, people like playing primetime games in the NFL. MLB, the problem is that I don't like it when my team is on primetime. I don't like it. Now, NFL, it's different. Like, I don't like when the Jags are on primetime because it adjusts my schedule. I don't like that part. But MLB, it's like, okay, these announcers don't know these teams like the local crews do. Like, the presentation's just not that good. 2017 is the right answer here. Question number 8. Steelers 11 and 5. 11, 12, 14, or 15. I think will be a good name for an Orlando WNBA. I know we did like the Orcas. Orcas would be an interesting name. I think Orcas would be pretty cool. Best wildcard team to win the Super Bowl. Ooh. That's up. Sports Talk Show with the tour. Thank you so much. As a fan of a big market team, MLB needs a cap floor. Yeah, it's unfortunately never going to happen. Unfortunately. How's it going, Cujo? It's unfortunately never going to happen. I've spoken to Bud Selig about it. He said the owners will never agree to a salary cap because it means there'll be a salary floor. You need a salary floor if you're going to have a salary cap, and they'll never do that. They'll never do that. 2014 right answer here. Yeah, 97 Broncos are a good pick. 97 Broncos are a very good pick. I was thinking 80 Raiders also. I was thinking 80 Raiders. But 97 Broncos are a very good pick. 2000 Ravens, they didn't have enough of an offense. Great team, obviously. Mile High Lefty, over 100,000 again. J-Wex. Eggonator, Pull Topper. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We got 2 questions to go. You can't get 100,000. You can't catch Mile High. So you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do here. Question number 9. Jets, 6 and 8. 71, 2, 3, or 4. I think TBS needs to dump Bob Costas. Yeah, look, Costas is not that good anymore. He just rants. He's upset. He's upset about everything. Like, his call with the D-backs Dodgers series was insane. It was like the D-backs were... They didn't deserve to be here, and the Dodgers were a disgrace for losing to this team. It was crazy. It was crazy. Orlando Orcas... Yeah, I think... Yeah. The Orlando Orange... I don't know if Syracuse would throw a fit over that. I don't know if Syracuse would throw a fit over that, but... I do like a good alliteration. I do like a good alliteration. 71 right answer here. Yeah, well, NBA, the problem with the cap is that it's a double-edged sword. Because they've created a system where you have to sign players. You have to re-sign your own players to these insane contracts, even though if you do, you're never going to win a title. But if you don't, you're going to lose them. Oh, Mile High's guessing. Mile High, you could catch Mile High potentially. Mile High is guessing on these. BW Fuck. Oh my good. Okay, hang on. Okay, BW Fuck, you were close. You were close. You were close. So is Paul Topper. I can know you're pretty close too, but BW Fuck, you are the closest we've had in a while. Question number 10. Is this going to happen tonight? It's never happened before. Here we go. Rams 9 and 7. 83, 84, 85, 86. Oh, man. Orlando Orange Blossom Special. You know what would be an interesting one? The Orlando Kingdom. The Orlando Kingdom. Obviously, it fits with Orlando because you got Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom. It's a unique name. It sounds kind of cool. The Orlando Kingdom? I think that would be a great name for a WNBA team there. The Orlando Kingdom. 83. Right answer here. Yeah, I think Orlando Kingdom, you could do some really cool stuff with that. All right, here we go. You like that? You like that one, Simmer. That's good. That's good. Mile High Lefty wins round. J-Wax. Oh! Oh. Disney would sue for Orlando Kingdom as a team name? I don't think they would sue for that. They're not using the Disney mark. They're just using Kingdom. Kingdom's not it's not owned by Disney. Okay, Mile High Lefty is our winner for the round. Blocking J-Wex by just a few points. Man. Alright. New York Energy? That sounds very 90s. That sounds very 90s. Not sure in a good way or not. I'm not sure in a good way or not. Alright. So with that being said, I'm going to put 8 minutes on the clock. Again, this is the last call to get into the final. If you want to play in the final, you can, donations, anything over 20, you're automatically in. Less than 20, you play in the knockout round, you join Ranger Hanky playing in the knockout round there. So just keep that in mind. Anyone can play in the final. You just won't be eligible to win the cash prize if you're not a finalist. And the only way to make it at this point is through the donation leaderboard. So just something to keep in mind. With that being said, 8 minutes on the clock. Starting right now. I'm going to link the Streamlabs thing in the chat if you do want to donate. Any questions, fire away. In terms of what's coming up streaming-wise, again, we've got a lot happening. Saturday, 2 games. Sunday, 2 games. Changing my logo for those games, for the streams, to JG42069 because I got $400 to do so, and $400 is $400, so we're gonna do that. Change your logo for those streams, which will be really, really cool. With that being said, also Monday night we are doing the first quote-unquote off-season stream. We're gonna do these every Monday night. We're gonna just be answering questions, talking about sports that are happening right now, playing some GeoGuessr live on the air. It'll be a lot of fun. It will be a lot of fun. So keep that in mind. We got a lot of streams coming. A lot of videos. Also, a new video came out today about the Tony Franklin debacle from the 1979 game between the Eagles and the Bucks. We got a big video coming out tomorrow. Not documentary, but we do have a video coming out tomorrow. We will have another broadcasting divisional related video as a result on Friday or Saturday. Why am I changing my logo to 42069? Because I'm not sure if you can see the super chat above, but we got a super chat to change it for this weekend and the streams. We got a super chat of $400. He said, I will give you $400 to change it. And I didn't think he was going to do it. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. And then he did. So, you know what? I got to do it. $400 is $400. Which is insane. I'm back to NFL trivia for the first time in like 4 months. Last time I was here was sitting at the bottom. Now I'm finishing top 10 every round. That's awesome, 49ers fan. That's awesome. Yeah, like, again, anyone that plays this game, no matter how good or bad your score is, you're already in the top 1% of NFL fans. You're already in the top 1%. These questions are hard. These questions are really hard. Like, you'd be surprised. The amount of people that I know that have, like, I know people that played this game and watched my channel, and a lot of them ended up winning the Super Bowl Experience trivia if they were in Phoenix for that. I actually hated so much. One of my fans said that he, like, followed me on Twitter, and the reason he knew about the trivia thing was because, or the trivia thing in the Super Bowl Experience was because of me, and then he beat my score. He had, like, a super fast time that I could not do anything with. He got a giant diamond ring as a result. Which would be nice. Extended OT style thing, except the timer starts at an hour, it'll be the whole stream. I think we're going to do that. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Yeah, I like that idea. I think we're going to do that. BW Fuck with a tour. All right. So BW Fuck is in the knockout round. 56-34 in the pot now. We're only about $10 away from that stretch goal, where if you win, you get to pick a round of your choosing for next time. All right, so let me put the knockout questions in. So BB Fuck, we're going to be competing against Ranger Hanky. Yeah, so we'll definitely do that. Yeah, the amount of stuff that I've done like this year that have changed the channel completely in terms of like overtime and memberships and all that, and more streams. Like, I can't like believe like it feels like I did so little before this, but obviously I did a lot. But I was also in law school. This was my full-time job before last year, so. I did say what was going to change was going to be just more content when I went full-time on this. I think you're seeing that. I think you're absolutely seeing that. And also, if you're on the McCardle tier or higher, you get access, if you want to, every single trivia question, over 8,000 of them. I don't repeat questions, so just something to keep in mind. I do not repeat questions. You get access to every single trivia file. All right. You might try the knockout? Might as well. Might as well. I mean, you could depending on how much you want to do it, you can turn that $1 into 50, it would be 57 at that point. We got 2 people in the final already. Or the knockout round, I should say. I had to type the questions in just because Quiz only allows you to put 5 quizzes in at a time. Just putting the questions in. We have about 2 minutes left to donate. Get into the final. $20 more gets in automatically. Less than 20, you join BW Fuck and Ranger Hanky in the knockout round for a chance to get into the final. Wait, TCU Women's Basketball is forfeiting games? Wait, I didn't hear this story. Wait, hang on. Wait. Oh, they are holding okay, wait, they are holding tryouts. Hang on, they are holding tryouts. Okay. So they literally don't have enough players. They're holding they're trying walk-ons. They literally don't have enough players. I guess there's nothing you can do at that point. There was a live stream about the McCarthy news, and the poll question was, should he get fired? 8% of the stream said yes. I'm right there with you. There's no reason he should have his job still. He is so bad. He gets outcoached every time he has a big game. He's so bad, especially this year. You have a historic class of head coaches available at your disposal. You're going to keep McCarthy? Ay. What if the NFL hired me to host an official NFL trivia game? I would sign up right away. If the NFL ever reached out to me and said, hey, we want you to host a trivia game, I would say sign me up. Sign me up 100%. I would say yes in half a second. It would be the easiest yes I ever said in my life. Easiest yes. If the NFL said, look, we want to create a show for NFL Network, a trivia show like Stump the Schwab or like this, we want you to help run it. Yeah, of course I would. Like, we want you to help create the questions. Of course I would say yes. Of course I would. It actually probably be easier to do it than it is to do these, because these I have to make them a bit trickier because you guys are too good. But if I put on like NFL Network, not dumb down the questions, but I wouldn't do like the 1980 draft stuff. All right. Let's do that. Your play-by-play is really good. I'm thinking about running with you at least for one game this weekend. That's awesome. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I did broadcasting in college for 4 years. I love doing it. I just didn't want to do it afterwards because it was a lot of travel. Didn't like the direction broadcast was going in terms of remote broadcasts and whatnot. And just wasn't my cup of tea. But I was like, you know what? I love doing this. I love doing it on my own terms. And yeah. I like doing the play-by-play. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the streams. We've done a lot of streams. We're doing all the UFL streams too. All the UFL games. The schedule has not come out yet, but we should be able to do just about every single UFL game. So my channel will be the place to go for the United Football League if you are into that. JWEX got it in with... Yep, got it at the buzzer. Got it in at the buzzer. All right, so JWEX, you're in the knockout round. You are in the knockout round. JWEX. Got it in. Yeah, you got it. I was just trying to figure out. I was just putting in the questions. 5684 is the pot, which will come out to 51 once PayPal takes its cut. Yeah, Grossi reached 600K. I'm so happy for him. He did a celebratory stream earlier today. I hopped on for a bit. He's awesome. He deserves all the success in the world that he gets, and then some. He doesn't deserve 600,000 subs. He deserves 60 million subs. He is such a good person with such a kind heart and is such a hard worker. He deserves everything that he gets in life. Everything good that he gets in life. He's amazing. All right, last from Lombardi. How the knockout round works is like this. Got to get the question right. You get it right, you move on. You get it wrong, you're eliminated. Last one standing amongst you three, Ranger Hankey, BW Falk, JWEX wins. Ranger Hankey, you have insurance. BW Falk, JWEX, you do not. So just keep that in mind. Can everyone see the quiz thing on the screen? If you can't see it, please let me know. Oh, hopefully we hit 700K. Oh, that won't be a problem at all. He's going to hit 750K by the draft. He will hit 750 by the draft. Easily. By the end of the year, it'll be... We're probably talking $1 million by the end. I think by next Super Bowl, he's at $1 million. I really do. Next Super Bowl, he's at $1 million. Ursay, yeah, I did see the news about Ursay. That, yeah, crazy stuff. Hopefully he's going to be okay. But he might have to get with control. Belichick, I think he goes to Atlanta. Do I ever see myself making any media with the NFL in the future? I could see it. I'd love to. I have no problem with that. I mean, the pathways there. Brett Coleman works. He does some stuff with the NFL. So, who knows? I would love to do some NFL history stuff with him. All right, let's do this, collect everyone, especially the 3, and here we go. Question number 1. The only team to ever beat the Bills ever beat in Toronto. The only team the Bills ever beat in Toronto. Miami, Washington, Chicago, New York. 20% that thought McCarthy should stay for another season. They're probably NFC East fans. DG thinks he deserves 600,000 subs for a skill bridge. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, man. You should see his latest storytime video. Oh, God. It's like, what did you think was going to happen? It's actually kind of comical. I haven't laughed that hard a video in a while. If you were to do an NFL game, play-by-play booth, and were to choose another NFL YouTuber to be color commentator, who would I choose? Ooh. Okay, Washington's the right answer here. Washington's the right answer here. Who would I choose? Man. I would probably say for color commentary, you need a guy that can break down X's and O's right away on the fly. I'd probably take Coleman. I'd probably take Brett Coleman. All right, let's see who got it right. Mile High and Ryan McGovern. So I don't see Ranger Hanky, I don't see BB Falk, I don't see Jibbix, but Ranger Hanky has insurance for donating $5 or more. So with that being said, Ranger Hanky, congratulations. You're in the knockout, or you win the knockout round, you're in the final. So congratulations, Ranger Hanky. You are in. Competing for that 56.84 cash prize, which is again going to be 51 once PayPal takes its cut. So congrats to you, Ranger Hanky. The insurance pays off. With that being said, it's time for the final round. 4th and goal. 10 questions on anything in NFL history. Just like opening kickoff. No central theme whatsoever. This is crunch time. 56.84 in the pot. 51 once PayPal takes its cut. You know, DM me. I would love to see it. Love to see it. What coach did I want on my team before they hired Peterson? You know, it's funny. I wanted Leftwich. I wanted Leftwich. I really wanted Leftwich. I was like, he gets... Because my thing was that after Urban Meyer, I was like, I need someone that actually gets the culture. I need someone that gets the culture of Jacksonville. And Leftwich gets the culture. Obviously, I'm glad it didn't work out that way, but not that it's been better with Peterson, but... Blazers, DeAndre, he's out due to icy... Are you kidding? Wow. So he's snowed in, and that's why he's out. Dude, you're making like... Well, first off, the roads are that icy, you can't play the game as it is, because you can't get to the arena. You can't, like, you're making $100,000 a game, probably. You can't pay someone to... You're making more than that. You can't pay someone to... Jeez. That's not a good excuse. When you're making that much money, that's not a good excuse. Could be able to ice skate there. My friend Bill was going to Jacksonville last night, but he was also drinking Pepsi, so he got carried away. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Final round. Again, anyone can play the round. You just won't be eligible to win unless you're a finalist. In their 45-31 win over the Packers in the 2012 Divisional 349ers scored a touchdown. Who's the odd one out? Anthony Dixon, Michael James, Colin Kaepernick, Frank Gore. The Packers' run defense cannot be as bad this divisional round as it was in this game. Again, the finalists: Ryan McGovern, Mile High Lefty, Paul Topper, S.D. Correa, Mile High Lefty again, Basie the Roller, Keller, Ranger Hanky, and Michael Hodel if he is playing. He's all good. That's good. That's good. He went to some school in Ohio. I know that. For high school. He didn't go to college. LaMichael James, right answer here. LaMichael James did not score a touchdown. Yeah, Chidi Ahanatu used a limo to get to the games of practice with the Bills from Toronto. He reached out to me too. Like, we talk, we message each other on Twitter now. Like, we're actually like we're pretty close. Like, it's actually kind of funny. Like he loved my video. He loved my video, which is awesome. I love when players reach out like that. In 2002, the Jags went 1-3 against the NFC East. AFC North. AFC North, obviously. The lone win came against what team? Browns, Bengals, Ravens, Steelers. I will change that. It doesn't change the question. I'm still looking for the lone win, but obviously that is the wrong division. That is the... So what I do is I copy and paste the template from different questions, and I didn't change the words with that one. But it doesn't change the question. Bengals, right answer here. Bengals, right answer here. All right, just got the DM, so I'll take a look after this. I will take a look later tonight after this. Question number 3. Yeah, Browns wanted a Hail Mary. Got revenge for Battlegate. The Saints had 3 offensive players make the Pro Bowl in 2012. Who's the odd one out? Who did not make the Pro Bowl that year? Jimmy Graham, Jerry Evans, Jermon Bushrod, or Drew Brees? Is Jacksonville's the smallest NFL market? Don't count Green Bay as Packers market as Wisconsin. I think Buffalo is. I think it's Buffalo. Because Jacksonville's pretty populous and pretty big. I think Buffalo is the smallest market. If I'm not mistaken. Or New Orleans. New Orleans is near the bottom. New Orleans is like deceptively small. You don't realize that. How do you feel about the video? He made Jimmy Graham's right here. He loved it. He loved it. He saw it. He reached out. He loved it. He said there's one thing that he the media got it wrong. So I was like, all good. I'm gonna take that part out. I just cut. There was like one line I cut out because it was like he said that wasn't like. Wait, then he talked to people. He's like, because someone asked would he do it all over again, and he said yeah, absolutely. It was a fun experience. Because I was also like he really liked the video. He really liked it. It was a very rewarding experience. Of the 4 teams he played with, which one did 3-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Jerry Ball spend the most amount of seasons with? Browns, Raiders, Vikings, Lions. Yeah, I've had players reach out to me about videos that I've done on them. Thoughts on Set the Edge? I watched some of the stuff. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, JG9 is a very underrated player, too. Very underrated player. You think about the Bucs defensive line in that front in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and you don't really think of Cheedy. But you know the other thing? Great immaculate grid play. Cheedy is a phenomenal immaculate grid play. If you need like a low percentage player, Cheedy is a phenomenal pick. Yeah, Rooney Rule, they just need to tweak it. They need to tweak it. Because if the whole point is to have minority candidates develop interviewing experience, get their foot in the door, then why could the Patriots just bypass the process? Lions, right answer here. Question number 5. 5-time Pro Bowl defensive back Cornell Lake played for 3 teams in his career. Hall of Fame All-1990s team, too. Who's the odd one out? Ravens, Jags, Bengals, Steelers. He is a candidate for Hall of Very Good. People were talking like first ballot Hall of Fame Very Good candidates. Cornell Lake is absolutely in there. Absolutely in there. Absolutely in there. All right, the right answer here, the team he never played for, Bengals. Never played for the Bengals. Played for the Ravens at the very end of his career. Very end, like 2001. Probably the best one-year Jaguar of all time. He played 1 year in Jacksonville. He was very good. Probably, of all the players to play 1 year in Jacksonville, he's probably the best. Let's see the scores. Paul Topper in first. Brian McGovern in second. It looks like a 2-horse race right now. It looks like a 2-horse race right now. Question number 6. Since 1960, 3 players in Steelers history have led the NFL in sacks. Who's the odd one out? Kevin Green, T.J. Watt, Joe Green, Gene Lipscomb. I would say 1960 because that was the first year that the NFL had sacks as an unofficial stat, according to Pro Football Reference. What line he want removed in the video? It was something about like there was something about like his like financial situation, and he said, "Yeah, the media got that one wrong. Like I've been trying to fight that for years." And it's like totally fine with that. Trust me. Well, he didn't want it. It's funny. He didn't want it removed. Joe Green's right answer here. He said, "I love your stuff. I love your video. You got that. Like, that was amazing. Just one thing. That part never that one part they misreported that. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it out." He never said he removed this from the video. I did it because I was like, you know what? Look. If you say it is. Yeah, Joe Green never loved the NFL sex. But no, he never wanted to, he never said remove this part. He just said there was just one small thing that they reported on, but it's not true. In 2015, the Falcons went 3-1 against the AFC South. The lone loss came against what team? Titans, Colts, Texans, Jags. Yeah, he never said he removed this part. He reached out to me. He said, "Love your video. Really appreciate it. It was a great experience. Fun story. Just this one part was just not 100% true. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it out. Like, I'll take it out. You don't have to say anything else. I'll take it out. Thank you for reaching out. Colts, right answer here. The Jaguars lost to the Falcons. Crazy game. Crazy game. Marquise Lee had a crazy catch in the fourth quarter of that game. If Dude Perfect did Super Bowl alternate broadcast, it'd be a train wreck. It'd be so bad. I would hate it so much because I'd have to then watch it afterwards. I don't want to have to do that. Question number 8. Three-time All-Star defensive tackle Ed Husman played for 3 teams in his career. Who's the odd one out? Cowboys, Cards, Oilers, Broncos. Yeah, U of A, they made quick work. I mean, they lost Fish pretty early on, so yeah. Colts have both the best and worst interim head coaches in league history. Do they have the best interim? No, I don't think they have the best interim head coach. The best one's Wally Lem. He took over with the Oilers and led to the AFL Championship. He took over midway through that season and led him to the AFL Championship. He's got to be the winner. That's got to be the bar. That's got to be the bar we're setting. Broncos, right answer here. You know, Aaron's was great. Aaron's was a great interim. Don't get me wrong. Aaron's was a great interim. But the winner has to be Wally Lem. Right? I mean, that's got to be the bar that we're setting here. I mean, the Oilers in 1961, they started 1-3-1 under Lou Rickmas, or Rickmas. They fired him. Wally Lem takes over. They go 9-0 and they win the AFL Championship. That's got to be the winner. Let's see. Paul Topper in first, Ryan McGovern in second. It's a 2-horse race, folks. It's a 2-horse race for that cash prize. How many players have reached out to you after I did a video on them? I've had a few. I've had a few. Question number 9. In their 29-23 win over the Raiders in the 93 Divisional, 3 Bills scored a touchdown. Who's the odd one out? Bill Brooks, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, Kemp Davis. Over a guy made the finals. He won, though. He won the finals. He won. And he went 9-0. He went 9-0. They were 1-3-1. They had to run the table to have a shot, and they did. But yeah, I've had... My favorite by far was a Saints player reach out to me. I did a video about Greg Williams and the Hail Mary theory, and how after the Jaguars played the Texans, he stopped playing prevent defense and just went all-out blitz on Hail Marys. And it was like a theory, but I was like, I have the data to back it up. I know it sounds crazy, but just go with me on this one. And I laid out my theory, and then a Saints player said, "You're 100% right. I'm shocked someone found that out, but you were 100% right." He said, we were never going to run. He basically said, we were never going to do that again. He basically said, we're not going to do what the Texans did. Andre Reed did not score a touchdown. Worst prediction I made? I thought the worst... Oh, by far. I can tell you the worst one. Paul Topper in first round, become a 2-horse race. Here's the worst prediction by far. By far. I was like, with the Jaguars in 2011, everyone was on IR in 2011. Everyone was on IR. Blaine Gabbert looked good in the preseason. Justin Blackmon looks great. MJD, great. We keep Mel Tucker, and the defense was pretty good in 2011. You know what? I think the Jags make the playoffs this year. That's the last time I ever had hope for this team. Because we went 2-14 that year. But I remember thinking, going into 2012, Scott Shane's playing a question. Yeah. I remember going into 2012, you know what? Gabbert improved a lot in the preseason. Like, that game against the Saints, I was all in. Final question of the round. Here we go. I was like, Mercedes Lewis is going to bounce back because he had no touchdowns in 2011. That was a fluke. Who was the only offensive player drafted at the 1975 NFL Draft to make it into the Hall of Fame? Jackie Slater, Dave Casper, Walter Payton, Dennis Harrah. Oh, they enjoyed it? Oh, I would say of the players that reach out, all but one have said they enjoyed it. And the one that didn't tried to sue me. And I talked about that in the DG video. But No, every time I get a player that reaches out to me, they are so appreciative. They are so appreciative. They're like, thank you for telling my story. Wait, didn't I? I didn't pick the Panthers. No, I said the Panthers were terrible. No, I did not pick the Panthers. No, God, no. I saw them in the preseason. I was like, this is the worst team in football. I did not pick the Panthers. No, I had... Who did I have? It wasn't the Bucks. It was not the Bucks. I forget if I had the Falcons or the Saints. It was definitely not the Panthers. I said the Panthers were going to come dead last. No, the Panthers, I was like... no, this team has no talent. Waller Payne is the right answer here. Paul Topper wins the round and wins tonight's game of JG9 Live. Welcome to tonight's grand prize of $56.84.51. Once PayPal takes its cut, I'll let you know as soon as the stream is done. But that concludes tonight's game, everyone. I hope you guys have fun playing Jam with me over the last 90 or so minutes. Whether it's your first time watching me, or whether you've been a long-time subscriber on my channel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. If you want to learn more about NFL history, then join my channel by clicking the link below. Don't forget to follow me at JG9, JG8 for college football content, JG7 for baseball content. We got about Super Bowl 12 with the Raiders beat the Broncos. Yeah, I think Ken Stabler wears them better than Craig Morton. I think the Cowboys still win, but I think Ken Stabler is better than Craig Morton. Not that that's a high bar to clear. But yeah, JG9 News, got a lot of content coming out tomorrow because a lot of news has happened. Got about like 5 videos coming out tomorrow on that. Tomorrow's video also coming out at 9 a.m. Eastern on JG9 is a broadcasting-related video on a playoff game from the 1980s. I think you guys are going to like it. And check out the new documentary that dropped if you haven't already. Something from the Eagles-Buccaneers game from 1979. A bizarre feud between Dick Vermeil and kicker Tony Franklin. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for tuning on this trivia night. I'll see you guys for the next live stream Saturday for the playoff games. And until next time, JG9 signing off. Have a great rest of your night, everyone.